Hi, it's Cassidy. For the lab today, I decided to go over Google, Facebook, and I had noticed a couple of things on TikTok for analytics and privacy as well. Um, so for Google, I know at one point I had gone into a lot of this stuff and turned some things off. When I was going through this time around, it does look like some of those things were turned back on. I'm not sure if every once in a while when Google updates it resets some of those things. Um, but it does have a lot of similar things like everyone else's does. We have the web and app activity. I do have that turned on. Um, just for the web activity. I'm not so sure about the app activity. If um, I do want to keep that on for that. I have turned the location history off. I understand why it's important for marketing data and everything like that, but I don't really feel like it's um, that important for me to have things um, with have my location history. Um, I have saved all of the past data points that it has for location. I haven't deleted any of those, but I may do that in the future. I have YouTube history on still. I have turned off ad personalization. I didn't go through and do specific things. At one point, I just didn't want to see personalized ads for various reasons, so I did have that turned off. Um, I do have it where it can personalize the search options based on things in my Google account. It doesn't look like I'm sharing my info with too many people. Um, and then I'm obviously not sharing my location history with anyone. Uh, as far as the settings and privacy on Facebook, what I found most interesting was not in the actual settings and privacy section itself, but when you go into the activity log, it doesn't mention much about privacy for that, but it does have things like videos you've searched for, search history, things that you've commented on, liked, times you've been on, relationships you have with people. Um, but the one that was the most interesting was the videos that you've watched history. Simply by interacting with the videos, it does keep a log of those, whether or not you liked it, saved it, sent it to someone. It is still keeping track of those. I have used it in the past if I forgot like something that I liked and couldn't remember what it was called or how to make it. And I have gone back in there a couple of times, but I wouldn't say that it's extremely necessary for me to have access to that, other than knowing that they are saving that kind of information. Um, the next one was TikTok. TikTok is very reliant on people feeding it information via likes, comments, interactions. So there isn't actually a whole lot of privacy settings for this. I have a couple profiles on here and I have a business one. So for the business one, it's pretty much this. Like, this is the only privacy you get to control, whether or not you're a private account. I know under personal accounts, and then for personal accounts, which I have switched to one that I don't really use, um, even for these, this is the only privacy that you can change on a desktop at least. I know on the app there's a few other things that you can choose, like whether it's specifically contacts or someone who can't um, see or interact with you. But there's very little to hide your information besides that private button um, on having the rest of the world see your TikToks and information. So I think that my question is going to be is, will we see new companies like TikTok kind of go the way of Google and Facebook of trying to make people feel more comfortable or not, or if they'll embrace giving out data?